What's up, guys? Here we go. Let's take a look at a case with posterior saddles that have ladder retention. This was something that took us a while to figure out a way to do it on 3shape. So I just selected my resin gap here, and I'm going to leave it at our default of 0.60. So when I lay this down, this is going to create my internal finishing line. So I want this to be nice and clean how I want it. And if this overlaps on the lingual side, that's totally fine. But where my T-bar arm is coming in here, I am going to place that accurately on the drawing because that arm is going to essentially overlap and kind of butt up to that. So that's how I would lay this side. And I will do this other side quick here just to show you how we do these. Again, doesn't matter that it's overlapping here. In fact, it makes it easier because if you don't have your class dead on the line, it gives you a little wiggle room. And again, this is my internal finishing line, so I'm going to add a point just to try to get this a little bit straighter. Okay, and then we will preview this and I will show you what's next. Okay guys, so I got everything laid here on the major connector down. I have the plate bar and then the actual outline of the spline for the major connector. So we're going to preview this, and notice that the T-bar arms where they're drawn, if you don't have a drawing, ahead of time, bring your T-bar arm into your ladder, how this is here, where it comes basically lining up with an existing ladder will be the cleanest. So now we're going to move to clasping, and the part, which I know this obviously saddles aren't clasping, but we're going to create this part using the part in the Bertram Dental Lab library labeled later ladder retention. So I select that piece and I literally just make this outline. Pretty simple, like that. And we do the resin gap because this does not have the auto relief built into it like the T-bar arm does behind the scenes. I don't want to be hanging off my resin gap here, so I gotta bring that in a little, like that. And then I can do a little cross strut here. And I'm going to do my little strut here. And even though this isn't drawn as a strut in this area here, I want to strengthen, because obviously this connection and this connection is not going to be strong enough. We want to merge this together better and get some strength in there. So that's how I would do that one. And then you just bring your T-bar arm to meet up right there. And I know I have, this is the tip. If I reverse it, it's too wide. And then I select my T-bar clasp. And then because this is a T-bar or an I-bar, I should say, I'll select the connector from the very tip of the clasp, come up and over and connect to part of the major connector for this part. And then I would smooth here and lay my finishing lines. And then there's a tissue stop right here that I would place in the final step. So that's how we do these ladder style retention clay cases. Hopefully that's clear. Pretty straightforward. And we'll pick back up on the next one.